Do you know what killed Lieutenant Commander Sayers?
His JetPack exploded.
JetPacks. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird one.
In the episode Ignition, we had the jetpack, and McGee has an obsession with jetpacks. I got to learn quite a bit about him during the episode, but the obsession is actually with Jesse Stern, the writer who wrote that episode. You ask him about jetpacks, he won't shut up.
When I was a kid, I went to the opening ceremonies of the '84 Olympic Games at the Coliseum, and a guy flew over my head in the jetpack. And I've been waiting ever since to see another guy fly over my head in a jetpack.
My parents took me to the opening ceremonies of the '84 Olympics in Los Angeles.
Right. That guy flew over the crowd.
Flew right over my head, I swear.
This belt that we're using here today is one of two that I built about 10 years ago. And I was able to get about 9 more seconds out of it than the original belts. The original belts would fly for 21 seconds, like my belt that flew in the 1984 Olympics.
We've maintained level flight at an altitude of 7 to 10 meters for up to 9 minutes.
I got the idea in my head, and I started asking around. I started asking anyone on set if they knew anyone. And our stunt coordinator, Diamond Farnsworth, said, I have a friend named Kenny Gibson who's one of the guys, one of the only guys who's got one.
Well, he still has time to adjust on the goal post or whatever he needs to. In 1981, the sister company to another company I was working for actually had this rocket belt in basically in a vault, and nobody had flown it in years, and I kept telling them, hey, if you ever want to break that thing out of mothballs, give me a call, I'd love to fly it. 2 months later, I was doing my first tour in Australia with it.
Rocket belt's an amazing model. You get significant thrust from lightweight rockets for about 30 seconds.
I got it, McGee. You know a lot about jetpacks.
To do a lot of that dialogue, I had to learn kind of technically, you know, because I can't just repeat something like it's verbatim out of the dictionary. I've got to actually kind of know what I'm talking about.
I basically did my homework, started studying as much as I could, because I didn't want to embarrass myself when Diamond's friends showed up.
He already had all the technical down very, very well, and I think that's it's a great credit to him and Diamond to have got together and come up with such a nice show.
The fascinating thing is that this technology has been around for a long time. It's been around for about 50 years already, without a whole lot of modification, without a whole lot of changes to it.
Did you know that the original rocket belt was propelled by a chemical reaction and not traditional jet fuel?
You showed me your PowerPoint presentation like 5 years ago.
But I've updated it.
Well, the fuel that we use is hydrogen peroxide. It's the same thing that you have in your medicine cabinet at home, and that little bubble reaction is the same decomposition that takes place in a rocket motor catalyst pack to create all that thrust. Now, how far can we go? How high can we go? On paper, the belt will go to 10,000 feet, but then you got to get back down. How far can we go? If we just set up and did practices to try and do a distance record, we'd probably end up around 1,500, 1,600 feet.
The jetpack stuff was great to, you know, to do that day and to see that.
It was exciting to, get to have him show up and fly for us. You see the thing fly, and your first thought is, man, that's amazing. Your second thought is, I want one. Today was the first time I've seen it in action since the summer of 1984. So it's been 25 years, but I feel exactly the way I did then. I can't stop smiling. I'm laughing like a little, 8-year-old kid again.
Let's go, Rocket Man.